Hi, I'm Talking Ben. Do you have a question for me?
Uh-huh.
California is a sunny state, just like my favorite color, green.
Uh-huh.
Texas is home to lots of animals, just like my Talking Tom friends family.
Uh-huh.
Florida is a great place to visit, just like my Talking Tom friends family.
Uh-huh.
Alaska is a cool place, just like my Talking Tom friends family.
Uh-huh.
Hawaii banana to you too.
Uh-huh.
Virginia is for lovers, but I love science.
Uh-huh.
Kentucky is for fried chicken, but I am a vegetarian.
Uh-huh.
Ohio is where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, but I prefer country music.
Uh-huh.
Massachusetts is where Harvard University is, but I prefer to learn from life.
Uh-huh.
Pennsylvania is where the Liberty Bell is, but I prefer to make some noise with my inventions.
Uh-huh.
Indiana is where the Indianapolis 500 is held, but I'd rather race around in my invention, the Super Science Car.
Uh-huh.
Arizona is the Grand Canyon state, but I'd rather explore the Grand Science Canyon in my invention, the Science Scope.
Uh-huh.
Michigan is home to the Great Lakes, but I'd rather explore the Great Science Lakes in my invention, the Science Submarine.
Uh-huh.
New Jersey is known for its diners, but I'd rather dine on some delicious science experiments in my invention, the Science Kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Colorado is known for its mountains, but I'd rather climb the ladder of scientific discovery with my trusty invention, the Science Ladder.
Uh-huh.
Georgia is known for its peaches, but I'm more interested in the fruits of my scientific labor.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a time machine than visit the first president's home.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a flying car than visit the birthplace of aviation.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a robot that can dance than visit the home of the blues.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a time machine than visit the Beehive State.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a robot that can do my chores than visit the Prairie State.
Uh-huh.
The Big Apple is a great place to visit, but I'd rather invent a new type of apple that tastes like chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Oregon is known for its beautiful nature, but I'd rather invent a nature-friendly gadget that helps clean the environment.
Uh-huh.
Maryland is home to the famous Chesapeake Bay, but I'd rather invent a gadget that helps clean the oceans.
Uh-huh.
Show me state, huh? I'd invent a gadget that lets me talk to animals.
Uh-huh.
Home of country music. I'd invent a musical instrument that plays itself.
Uh-huh.
Land of 10,000 lakes. I'd invent a boat that can fly.
Uh-huh.
Home of the Green Bay Packers. I'd invent a football helmet that makes you super smart.
Uh-huh.
Home of the Mardi Gras. I'd invent a mask that lets you see the future.
Uh-huh.
Home of the first hamburger. I'd invent a time machine to go back and try it.
Uh-huh.
I prefer to dabble in scientific challenges, not legal ones.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather build a talking robot than go to a mountain.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather build a talking car than go to a state in the South.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a talking pet than go to a state that sounds like a sneeze.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a talking cactus than go to a state that sounds like a spicy pepper.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather invent a talking tornado than go to a state that sounds like a weather report.
Uh-huh.
I'd tell you, but something tells me I shouldn't. Nah, just kidding. I don't know the answer.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends live.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go skiing.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go skiing.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go to see the fall foliage.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go to see the bright lights of Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go to see the cornfields.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Talking Friends go to eat potatoes.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the hair on our necks.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in Ireland.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in Kansas.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in Vermont.
Uh-huh.
That's where we go to see the best in South Dakota.